All right, here with Corey Browning taking on Nick Newell this Saturday at Bellator 225. How's it going, man?
It's going good. Weight cut's going really good right now. So
baby slice to Aaron Chalmers to Nick Newell. This has been quite the road you've been on. How excited are you to get back in there?
It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's always somebody like with some kind of name or something. It's like the story just keeps growing. It's really great. I'm really excited.
Has Nick been a guy you've been following for a while?
Man, I remember I watched his when I first heard about him. He had just won the XFC belt.
So you've been following him for a while.
Yeah, I've known about him for a long time.
So when you got this matchup, when Bellator presented Nick Newell to you to fight in his hometown, in his backyard, how did you respond to that? How did you react to it?
My first reaction was kind of like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I like Nick Newell a lot. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for me to want him to lose. And like, if I'm fighting him, I'm gonna want him to lose. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I don't want Nick Newell to win this fight is because he's fighting me. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the only difficult thing about it.
Is that something you've experienced before, fighting somebody like that?
No, not really. I mean, I knew who Baby Slice was, but like,
it's different.
It was different, yeah. And Aaron Chalmers, I definitely wanted to beat him. You know.
Mentally, how do you prepare for something like that? Someone you've respected, you've watched for a long time, and now you have to share the cage with him. You know, he has obviously a great story. He's gonna have a lot of fan support there.
Yeah.
You know, what is that gonna be like for you from a mental perspective? Do you have to do something different to sort of prepare for that moment?
Well, I mean, the best way to respect him is to show up and give him my everything. You know, I mean, the way he was looking at this fight is it's like an audition for him in Bellator. It's like I gotta give him the best me. You know, it's the best way to respect him as a fighter. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Is the goal on Saturday is just to make him feel as badly as possible? You get the win. You beat him in his hometown. It's going to be a tough moment for you. You guys will embrace after, but still, that'd be a huge notch on your belt.
It's gonna, yeah, and you know, it would catapult my stock up exponentially. I mean, it'd be huge. I mean, he's definitely by far the best. He has more wins than me and my last two opponents combined. I mean, he's elite. He's definitely by far the best fighter I've ever come across. Him losing a fight is going to be really devastating to him too, and that. I guess we'll see. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to deal with that because I'm definitely going to try and win. You know what I'm saying? I think I have the ability to beat him. But yeah, I mean that would be a devastating loss for Nick Newell.
What do you plan on doing to play spoiler on Saturday? What are some of the things that you've been working on, preparing for? Some of the things you feel you have the advantage over Nick with?
Well, I've been working on two things that are very, like, extremely opposite. So, like, I have a stand-up strategy, and then I have a grappling strategy, and they are so far removed from each other that it's like if one doesn't work, the other's gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? So I think I have I did a lot of very specific training for this fight, like a lot of privates with Samuel. He's a Gracie black belt down in Knoxville, and we were working on some very specific stuff. And I think it'll come in handy, especially with Nick Newell.
When you close your eyes and you visualize this fight, when you're hanging out and the fight's on your mind and you see yourself getting your hand raised, how does it happen? How do you see it all going down?
Oh, I've come up with like 50 different scenarios that could happen. You know, of course, everybody always wants a flashy knockout, but you know, it may come in form of submission. It may. What I really don't want to do is go to a decision. I've never been to a decision once in my career, amateur or pro. And I don't want it to start now. I don't ever want to go to a decision. I want that to be something I've succeeded at doing, is finishing all my fights forever.
With a win over a guy like Nick Newell, you're no longer in that prospect killer status. You're no longer in that name killer status. You're no longer in that like momentum killer status. Like you become a player.
Yeah, I become the one with momentum. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is like 180 degrees. It's huge.
So with the win over a guy like Nick Newell, what does that do for you? Like, where does that put you in the division? Where does that put you with the organization? Where does that put you in the eyes of Bellator fans around the world?
It's a really good question. I think I want to know that more than anyone else. You know, and in order to find out, I'm going to have to win. So, I mean, because Nick Newell doesn't fight anybody that's in Bellator. He did. I mean, he was the only loss in WSOF that he had was against Justin Gaethje. How do you pronounce that?
Gaethje,
yeah. And I mean, that guy's like what, top 10 UFC right now?
Monster.
Yeah, he's a killer. And I think even if I beat Nick Newell, I hope he stays in Bellator and continues to win here.